It's late night snack time, hippies. Okay, today we're making monkey bread cookies. We're gonna take 1 cup of all-purpose flour, half a cup of applesauce. Keep it coming. I'm gonna take 1/4 cup of sugar, half a teaspoon of baking soda, 1 tablespoon of vegan butter. This is Country Crock's olive oil based butter. And we're just gonna melt that for a few seconds so we can mix it pretty evenly. And now we're going to incorporate that throughout the mixture here. I don't really do a separation of wet and dry because a lot of times when you're doing vegan things like this, there's not usually any sort of egg involved, seeing that you use applesauce, sometimes avocado, or if you have just egg on hand, or any sort of fruit puree maybe as a substitute. So it's pretty easy to blend everything in here and to make sure that we have a pretty homogeneous mixture. So what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of keep taking that flour that'll be sitting underneath the layers of flour, sugar, and applesauce, and we're going to mix that into kind of the applesauce so everything kind of sticks almost like a roll dough. It'll kind of look like almost like a biscuit dough in a sense at first. I'm going to take 1/3 cup of sugar and put that into a separate cup or separate bowl here. And then I'm just gonna kind of eyeball it. Obviously I probably do too much cinnamon, but I always add a little bit more because I like it when it's really well blended, and I feel like I have an even amount of both cinnamon and sugar. You can measure that, but I choose not to. I always just eyeball it and it's just fine. So I'm literally just gonna take a spoon, push it right off into the cinnamon sugar mixture, throw that mixture on top of it, get it so thoroughly coated that it doesn't even look really all that tan anymore. And I'm just gonna mix it in between my hands and it gets this kind of brown like color here, really kind of molding it and shaping it. Place that on a plate and repeat. Scoop, push, roll, cover. Shape and set aside. This recipe makes 4 rows of 3 cookies, or I guess you could say 4 columns and 3 rows. So 12 cookies in total, really. I don't know why I said it in such a complex way, but it makes 12 cookies. If you kind of spread out the sizing with using a spoon, Alright, so I preheated the oven to 350 degrees, and once we put these in here, we're just gonna let them cook for 15 to 20 minutes. On the bottom, for a nice flaky crusted texture, I do vegan butter again, and I just get such a beautiful layered inside. It's so soft and spongy. Enjoy!